Hello and welcome to Thanks for the View. This week brought to you by, Reese's Sticks, because they're freaking delicious. And they were right here on my desk.
Bam!
Alright, let's go ahead and get to the first comment of the week, which comes from Eshibeth, who asks, what did you think of the movie Rio? Did you ever think a bulldog's drool would be captured in such a magical way? You know what, I liked the movie Rio. I thought it was pretty good, the 3D was fun, and you're right, that bulldog's drool was pretty magical the way that they did it. Alright, and her second question was, P.S. Did you steal those bunny ears from the Playboy Mansion? Seems funny for a guy like you to just have those laying around. Well, actually, I did just have them laying around. They were from a Roger Rabbit costume that I had made a couple years ago for Halloween. I never even really ended up wearing it, so I just had the ears stashed in my closet. Alright, and the next question comes from Eshi, who says,
here's a good question. I know it is a good question because no one can answer it. You will be so stumped when you read the question because it is so good. I have asked so many people this question and all of them just said, wow, that's a good question. So I know you can't answer it, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Well, that's all it said. So, I'm going to answer your question, even though there was no question, and say 32. Alright, and now for the next questions, which come from Peng Tian Pu, who says, what's the longest you've gone without the internet? What is your biggest secret? I won't tell. What's the difference between going somewhere as friends or on a date? Do you have any tattoos or piercings? What is your current favorite song? And what's your favorite candy? And also says that next time I should sing without the auto-tune. Well, I'd say the longest I've gone without the internet is probably like a week or two when I was younger and went camping. But recently, I probably haven't gone more than just a few days or so without the internet. And as for my biggest secret, if I were to tell you, then it wouldn't be a secret anymore, thereby nullifying the fact that it is a secret and no longer making it a secret. So I could never ever even tell you a secret. Wow, that's confusing. And for the difference between going somewhere as friends or on a date, I think the difference would probably be, on one, you might get a kiss at the end of the night. On the other, probably not. As for the tattoos and piercings, I don't have either one, but I'd probably get a tattoo one day when I found something cool enough to put on my body. And for my current favorite song, I'd probably say it's He Won't Go by Adele. I just love that song. I think it's freaking awesome. And maybe at the end of the video I'll sing it without auto-tune if you're lucky. And for my favorite candy, I kind of answered that at the beginning of the show, huh? With the Reese's Sticks? I didn't even think about that. Worked in perfectly. Alright, and now for a question from the moderator box from Hey Jerry, who says, how fast can you say I sell seashells by the seashore? How fast was that? And I didn't even speed up the video or anything. If I had, it would probably sound like this. But that might be just a little too fast. And now for another question from the moderator box, which comes from First Star 47, who asks, a famous magician said he could put a bottle into the center of a room and crawl into it. How? Well, if he meant crawl into the center of the room to the bottle, then that would be easy. I could crawl into the center of a room too. You don't have to be a magician to do that. Otherwise, I have no idea. Alright, well, that's it for this week, you guys. Thanks for all the questions. I'll see you next time on Thanks for the View.
Yeah, subscribe.
But she won't go. I can't do it on my own. If this ain't love, then what is? I'm willing to take the risk. 'Cause she won't go. I can't do it on my own. If this ain't love, then what is? I'm willing to take the risk. I should totally try out for American Idol next year.